following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
Just about to turn me around all the way around.
Coming up on Live at 4, inmates at a local prison get a chance to plan out their future while serving their time. How a WIU educational program is giving them hope for after release ahead. And with enrollment decreasing, WIU is making changes to Go West routes. What students are saying about the changes ahead. Plus, how will upcoming rain affect our spring temperatures? More on that later on in our Storm Team 3 forecast.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
A group of inmates at Hill Correctional Center in Galesburg aren't just serving their time in prison, but also in the classroom. Good afternoon. Welcome to Live at 4. I'm Devin Brooks. For the past 8 weeks, they've been preparing themselves for life once they're released. It's all thanks to a program sponsored by WIU. Wanting a better life.
You never want to wind up back in the same position that you're in.
Striving to make smarter decisions after facing consequences with the law.
The last month of high school, I decided to hang out with the wrong crowd, do some drugs, and I committed a crime which I regret, and that's how I got here.
Due to poor choices.
It was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
The restaurant will operate as a full-service 3-meal restaurant.
Although putting in the time, not only behind bars, but writing out their plans for the future.
How to start my own business and become, more independent and able to support myself.
Just about to turn me around all the way around.
I have a business plan. It's called What You Crave for a restaurant I plan on opening in the future.
7 men from Hill Correctional Center in Galesburg graduating after an 8-week class meant to kickstart ideas for them to start up their own business so they can turn the page in life.
It helped me to achieve a goal that I never thought I'd achieve in life, of finishing, like getting a certificate of my own small business plan, getting up out of the penitentiary.
It's an entrepreneurship program run by the Illinois Small Business Development Center at Western Illinois University.
From the first class to where, like any class, nobody said anything, there were no questions. To the last class, they were actually able to stand up in front of people and talk about what their business was.
The men have done all the work themselves.
I wanna buy like affordable houses and rent them out for a profit.
I plan on opening a restaurant.
My business plan, men and women are out of barbershop.
I think we built some confidence that this is feasible, that you can do this. You have to work at it. There are going to be struggles, but that you can do it.
And officials say the men will still serve their full time here, but they will have a set plan when they get out.
A lot of good thought processes. There will be some successes out of this. I would almost guarantee it.
It's a huge opportunity they're eager to tackle, despite the uphill battle to get life turned around and headed in the right direction.
Really, I just appreciate being given the opportunity to take this class, and I think I'm really going to be able to apply it to my life when I get out of here.
If I didn't have this, is like a wake-up call for me. I want to close this chapter of my life.
When they see this, it's going to make my mama break down in the visiting room. Because it's changing. There's a change.
And you can tell they genuinely care about changing their life. All of the men in the class are between the ages of 20 and 50 years old. Officials say they plan to continue the program next month when they will double the amount of inmates taking the class. Inmates must be within 3 years or fewer from their parole date to join the business entrepreneurship program. Well, as the Western Illinois campus continues to make adjustments for decreasing enrollment, bus routes will decrease as well. Go West Transit has announced it will be changing their bus routes at WIU. As part of the adjustments, the purple and gold bus will combine together and only take people one route. Even with these changes, though, the bus will still loop around both sides of the campus. News 3 caught up with students to see their reactions to the route changes.
I mean, I'm okay with it merging because I'm big on saving the planet. It'd be fewer, a lot less gas.
And I'm also aware that this would affect employment. This would affect how many bus drivers will be needed. This will affect which buses will be used. And they're going to have to be careful because if they're going to have less buses, then they need to be considerate that those are good buses to work with.
Go West is allowing people to vote on the name of the new bus. The names being considered are the Leatherneck or Rocky Express and the Western Express. Anyone wanting to vote can visit Go West Transit's Facebook page. This week, WIU will be hosting an annual event where alumni can get involved. Thursday is set for Purple and Gold Day and the Western Challenge. Purple and Gold Day is designed for alumni, students and staff, and even friends to come together and socialize. Also going on during the event is the Western Challenge, an online giving campaign to improve opportunities for WIU students. This year's goal is to raise $150,000. The festivities for Purple and Gold is from 5 to 7 p.m. at Sports Corner. Each event location will have an evening social with complimentary food. As for the Western Challenge, donations will be accepted until midnight on Thursday. Money received from the event can go towards departments, programs, scholarship funds, or even campus improvements. Donors will have the ability to choose which area they want to support. Visit NEWS3's website for information on where to donate for the Western Challenge and sign up for Purple and Gold Day. The 13th annual Stuff the Bus food drive held April 10th brought in more than 5,700 non-perishable food items. The donations were given to the Loaves and Fishes Food Pantry, the Western Illinois Regional Council Community Action Agency, and the food pantry on the WIU campus. They collected more than $1,000 as well. Since 2008, the WIU food drive has collected over 100,000 pounds of food. Well, April marks the 3rd anniversary of the Macomb Food Co-op. There's a lot going on at the co-op, and they are looking to celebrate. Everyone is welcome to attend all of these events. Wellness Wednesday is April 24th. They will have reflexology event along with Tai Chi and Qigong lessons. For a full list of dates and activities, you can visit our website listed on your screen. In addition to Macomb Food Co-op celebration, Casa Latina will also be hosting a celebration on their own. This Saturday is the 5th annual Calle Murray. This festival celebrates different Latino cultures and brings together the Latino community. There will also be authentic food from different Latin countries and even live music. The event is from 5 to 7 and located outside of the Multicultural Center. Any age is welcome and free to attend. Well, spring means wedding season is almost here. However, many people are finding out how high the cost of weddings are. Studies are showing a decrease in invitations could be affecting more than your wallet. In today's Consumer Watch, Mary Maloney has a look at how it may affect your relationship.
Saying I do is a huge drain on everyone's wallets, even if you're just a guest. If you're saying no to wedding invites this year due to your budget, you're not alone. According to a new study from Bankrate, 1 in 5 respondents said they declined a wedding invitation because they couldn't afford it. The study also found the high costs of weddings is putting a strain on more than just finances. 30% of those who declined the RSVP due to financial stress say it damaged their friendship with the couple. Meanwhile, 25% of those who chose not to attend didn't send a wedding gift either. And out of those who still sent gifts, the survey found 57% of people said they would give the same gift if they attended the event, while 17% say they would give less of a gift. According to a separate Bankrate study from 2018, guests spent an average of $628 on the wedding and pre-parties. For some people, that could be a huge chunk of money to spend to see a friend tie the knot, a tricky decision that could cost you in more ways than one. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mary Maloney.
And before we go to break, we want to correct that the Calle Murray event is from 12 to 5 p.m. Well, coming up after the break, this flu season has been the longest in 10 years. Find out how this year compares to previous flu seasons when we return.
National Broadcasting Society helps the future of broadcasting get the tools needed to succeed in an ever-growing media world. At Western Illinois University, the professional connections students bring to our chapter of NBS have opened doors to networking possibilities that students otherwise wouldn't have. The opportunities we are given as students at WIU allow us to make connections today for success tomorrow.
They gave me Vicodin after my knee surgery. They kept prescribing it, so I kept taking it. I didn't know it would be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Start a story. Adopt at theshelterpetproject.org.
I chose Western Illinois University because I could get involved right away. You're going to gain experience. I'm going to be able to just become successful right out the gate. I'll be a news reporter and eventually become a news anchor one day. I've always felt that as a strong speaker, I could be a voice for the voiceless, but as long as I continue to believe in myself, work hard, and show that I want to put my best foot forward, I think that anything is possible.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. Live at 4 continues.
Welcome back to Live at 4. While temperatures are getting warmer, people are still fighting off the flu. In today's Health Minute, Meredith Wood explains this longer season.
There have been 21 straight weeks of elevated flu season in the U.S., making the current 2018-2019 flu season the longest in 10 years. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the previous record high was 20 weeks during the 2014-2015 season. Still, there is some good news. The number of states reporting widespread influenza declined by almost half during the week of April 13th, compared to the week before. And according to the CDC, this flu season was considered moderate in terms of severity, a positive change for the medical community after last year's flu season, which was one of the most severe. Doctors say the most important and effective way to fight the flu each year is still the flu vaccine. The CDC recommends everyone 6 months and older get vaccinated. For today's Health Minute, I'm Meredith Wood.
A gonorrhea outbreak has come to Rock Island County. The Rock Island County Health Department reports that cases of chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis have been on the rise. Gonorrhea can be treated with antibiotics. Symptoms include testicular pain for men and pain in the lower belly for women. However, there may be no symptoms at all. Officials urge those to get tested so treatment can begin if necessary. The Rock Island County Health Department will offer walk-in STD and STI clinics on Wednesday from 1 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. The cost is $25 per visit. The clinic's address is listed on your screen. This week marks Distracted Driving Awareness Week in Illinois. April is National Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and WIU's Office of Public Safety is reminding the community that together we can prevent deaths as a result of distracted driving. According to the National Safety Council, every day at least 9 Americans die and 100 are injured in distracted driving crashes. While OPS is warning drivers, Governor Pritzker is showing concern for students. New funds are being given to local programs to increase safety during school commutes. More than $5 million was awarded to communities for safer student passages. The 39 projects were announced at an event in Kankakee Middle School. In a quote, Governor Pritzker says these projects will make our community safer and healthier places to live, end quote. The city and school will collaborate to make improvements to alert motorists to slow down or stop. To apply for improved safe route areas in your community, contact IDOT. Well, in more state news, as the search continues for a missing 5-year-old boy in Illinois, police say their focus remains on the boy's family's home. Kate Gutierrez reports.
One more day passes without any sightings of 5-year-old AJ Friend.
It's hard to imagine that, this little boy's missing.
Crystal Lake police say the boy's mother, Joanne Cunningham, is still not cooperating with investigators, but her attorney has said that was done under his advisement after they say law enforcement considered Cunningham a suspect. but police have not publicly named any suspects in this case. Meanwhile, neighbors are continuing to show their support by leaving flowers and toys for the little boy in hopes of his return.
If it were my child, I would hope somebody would do this for my child too.
In the latest statement from police, detectives are still working with the FBI to try and find the missing 5-year-old. Police now saying in addition to focusing their attention on the home, they are also centered on who last saw or had contact with AJ.
As a neighborhood, we've all been concerned about what's going on.
Neighbors say their concerns have dated back to before AJ went missing over DCFS's history with the family.
Everybody has been concerned and has let the authorities know that over the last year. We've let the DCFS know that. We've seen the kids being taken away and are always shocked that they have been returned.
The mother, Joanne Cunningham, is expected to be in court Tuesday for a custody hearing. Her lawyer says the hearing will determine if Cunningham can keep her younger son or if he goes into protective custody. Well, coming up after the break, Storm Team 3 has your 5-day forecast. Stay with us.
On Tuesday, November 6th, our state will be making some important decisions.
You might think it's not important,
Or your vote doesn't matter.
But that's not true.
If you don't know how
Or where to register,
visit vote.gov.
Make your voice heard.
Create your success at Western Illinois University. Automatic scholarships and affordable education and more are all yours at Western Illinois University. Apply today at wiu.edu.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
I want to be able to stand in front of a camera and tell people the story of what the weather's going to be like that day, or be able to tell people, hey, there's something coming your way, you need to take cover, you need to watch out. And being able to stand in front of a camera and tell not only people who are directly involved but their family members as well, like, this is what's going on. It's been very important to me because, you know, being in those situations where you are relying on the news to tell you what's going on, I like to be a part of that and helping people with that.
Welcome back and good afternoon, Macomb. Outside, 55 degrees and cloudy. The clouds are going to start to move their way in, and it's going to be a little bit of a dreary night into the morning. We'll get to that here in a second. Our dew point right now is sitting at 49 degrees. Our humidity at 76%. Winds mild, northeast at 6 miles an hour. Our average high this time of year, 66 degrees. Average low, 43 degrees. Our record high, which would have been beautiful today, 86 degrees in 1925 looks like. Looking at our clouds currently, we have a lot of clouds over our area. We are having a low pressure system start to move its way up into our area tonight, which is going to bring us a little bit of moisture, as you can see in this in the radar image here. Down here towards Missouri, you are going to start to see this moisture start to move its way up towards us. So we are going to see some rain as we start into the head into the overnight hours tonight. Here's the low pressure system I just mentioned. Again, it is going to start to move its way up towards Illinois. We are going to see the rain head into the overnight hours into tomorrow morning. Today's high temperatures currently 55 degrees here in Macomb, 58 in Beardstown. Peoria having a nice 57 degrees up there. Tonight we have 49 degrees as a low in Beardstown 50 degrees, and a low in Quincy 52 degrees. Tomorrow, looking at the highs, we are going to have 61 here in Macomb. Burlington going to have 63. We're going to have a little bit of a boundary here. We are going to see the higher 50s in the southeast region of our viewing area down here in Springfield, a high of 58 tomorrow as a high. Looking at tomorrow night, however, we are going to have lows at 45 degrees in Macomb, Beardstown, low of 48, Quincy, a low of 50. Looking at tonight again here in Macomb, we are going to have low temperatures of 40 degrees. The rain will start to move in later tonight into the overnight hours. The low, again, 49 degrees, my apologies. Winds east 6 miles an hour. Looking at tomorrow, the rain early in the morning throughout the day. High is 61, winds east-southeast at 10 miles an hour. Looking at our 5-day forecast, there's that rain I mentioned for tonight and tomorrow. 61 degrees is a high tomorrow, low 45. Thursday, partly cloudy but beautiful, 73 degrees with a low of 46. Friday, another nice day, 65 degrees is a high, low of 46. And as we head into the weekend, Saturday, we are going to have a bit of rain. And Sunday, the sun's going to start showing itself again. So,
well, we can't complain because this is the weather we're supposed to have. It's spring.
Right. I have no complaints. The storms are starting to pop up too, so I'm enjoying it.
But who may complain are those that'll be on the golf course this weekend.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Coming up next in Sports on Live at 4, the Western Illinois men's golf team looks to get ready for their conference tournament. This and much more up next.
I started to think about doing broadcasting my freshman year. I started calling some football games for the freshman football team. My high school didn't really have a broadcasting program like some do, and so a lot of my stuff was just PA for different sports, for basketball, for volleyball. And my mom signed me up for a visit to come to Western on a Discover Western day. And I walked through the doors of the rec center, and Buzz Hoon shook my hand and said, "Zach Stone, I've seen all your footage, I know who you are, and you belong here." And that's what really makes WIU feel like home.
Disaster tips from the objects left behind.
My home wasn't insured, but you can check your insurance policy now to make sure you're covered. Oh.
My savings are lost, but you can put money aside and plan for unexpected disaster costs.
We're lost forever, but you can scan important documents now so they survive.
For more tips on how to prepare, visit ready.gov.
The first time I met Morris, the door flew open and I got this larger-than-life personality talking at the top of his lungs.
Hey, how you doing today?
Oh, man. Oh, I totally forgot. Hold on, let me get this for you. Oh. Just had a magnetic energy. So I thought, all right, we're definitely going to be friends.
Drop off a warm meal and get more than you expect. Volunteer at americaletsdolunch.org.
America, let's do lunch!
Why I love to do sports anchoring? Because, it's talking about sports. I decided to come to Western because I wanted an experience that wasn't like some other schools. I did color commentary for one volleyball game. I was terrified. I never did any broadcasting in high school, but when I was talking, it was all, staggered, and I had no idea what I was saying, and now I've done so many different games as a color commentator, play-by-play, now sports anchor. Every show and every game, it gets easier and easier, and I get more comfortable doing it.
The Leatherneck baseball team traveled to Brookings, South Dakota to take on the Jackrabbits of South Dakota State for a highly anticipated Summit League matchup. The Purple and Gold would go on to drop the first 2 games of the series, but wouldn't leave South Dakota without a win. The third matchup was a good one, so good it went more than the 9 innings it participated in. The game was all knotted up in the 10th inning until Diego Munoz knocked in the game-winning sacrifice fly. The Jackrabbits would fail to answer, and the Leathernecks would go on to win 7-6. And right now, the Leathernecks are playing SIUE Edwardsville, and it's all knotted up at 0 apiece in the top of the 2nd inning. Moving from the mound to the circle, WIU softball completed their first Summit League sweep of the season. Western headed to Grand Forks, North Dakota for a 3-game series that saw 2 Mercy Rule finishes. The closest game was the third game, where Western held on to win 3-2. Leatherneck ace Emily Ira pitched 2/3 of an inning to record her first save on the season. And what a week for Emily Ira. Ira pitched in all 3 games, including 2 complete and the already mentioned save opportunities. She allowed only 1 earned run over 11.2 innings with a .60 ERA. She would sit down 20 batters and allow no walks on her way to her 8th career Pitcher of the Week honors and first of the season. The Western Illinois men's golf season is coming to a close. The upcoming week, they will be preparing for their Summit League championship. The men will look to capture their conference title by following the lead of their top players. They will look to follow the lead of Jackson Erlbacher and Jackson Weatherby. The two have been leading the way for the men's team this year and look to carry their success over in the conference tournament this weekend. Good luck. That's sports. Coming up after the break, California firefighters rescued some cute furry friends over Easter weekend.
I learned broadcasting for 3 years in high school, so towards my senior year, I was pretty much invested in wanting to pursue a career. And I do enjoy it now, but I'm searching for a way to make sure that it's something that I want to pursue after college. That way, I'll be able to wake up every day and say, this is something I want to do, this is something that I love, this is something that I can teach, I can spread, I can affect people with.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
I was living in a shelter, juggling 3 jobs. I had to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfie, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's put a ride home.
Well, while children across the country were hunting for eggs this Easter weekend, a California fire department was helping out some little ducklings. A fire crew department posted this video on social media.
How many is there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
The firefighters found 10 ducklings trapped in a storm drain in Union City Saturday. Of course, the heroes jumped in to help. The team took them from the drain one by one and placed them into a box. Their concerned mother stayed nearby to oversee the operation. After all of them were rescued, the ducklings were released into a nearby creek with their mother. See, first responders, firefighters, they don't just help us, they help everyone.
Everybody. They're not just one for the people, one for the animals as well.
That's right, yeah. All right, well, we have rain that's coming our way. Time to get all the rain gear out.
Absolutely. So again, as we head into the overnight hours of tonight, the low pressure system that I had mentioned earlier is going to start to move its way up into the Midwest. It's starting to move its way through Missouri currently, where we'll see that rain tonight into tomorrow. 61 degrees is a high tomorrow night, low of 45. Thursday, again, partly cloudy with a high of 73. Beautiful day on Thursday and Friday, high of 65. Saturday, rain will start to move its way back into our area with a high of 63, low of 40, and then as we head into the late part of this weekend, a high of 64 on Sunday and a low of 46.
All right, well, we're going to continue to stay on it and see what's there, but
Absolutely.
hey, like I said, it is the season, so
Yep.
you got to expect it, right?
No severe weather, which is, a bummer to me, but also good news to everyone else.
That's a good thing. All right, well, that's all for us today, but we are online all the time. Stay up to date with us, news3wiu.com. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. Just search our handle, News3WIU. You can also search for us on YouTube and subscribe.
Thank you for joining us this evening.
From all of us here at News 3, have a good night, Macomb.